अभी तो हम लोगों ने अभी तक क्या डिस्कस किया है कि व्हाट इज मोलर हीट कैपेसिटी. ओके, आई हैव टोल्ड यू there are two types of molar heat capacity. Molar heat capacity can be denoted as C or Cm. ओके, आप इसे सिंपली कैपिटल सी से डिनोट कर सकते हैं या फिर सी एम लगा सकते हैं, यानी दोनों की मीनिंग है मोलर हीट कैपेसिटी. ओके, अमाउंट ऑफ हीट रिक्वायर्ड टू रेज द टेम्परेचर ऑफ 1 मोल अमाउंट ऑफ ए सब्सटेंस बाय 1 डिग्री is known as molar heat capacity. Okay, there are two types of molar heat capacity. The first one is molar heat capacity at constant pressure denoted by Cp, while the other type of molar heat capacity is the molar heat capacity at constant volume denoted by Cv. Okay, sometimes the question is being asked that what is the relation between Cp and Cv? Means you need to derive the relation between Cp and Cv. Sometimes they ask to you to prove that Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Okay. Sometimes they may ask to prove that you need to prove that Cp is greater than Cv. Okay, there are different types of questions being asked from this topic. Means Cp and Cv means molar heat capacity at constant pressure and volume, and the answer of all these three questions will be same. इनका आंसर जो होगा वो सेम होगा. ओके, तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं कि कैसे इनका आंसर देना है. तो सबसे पहले फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल कुछ एक बहुत बेसिक सी बात आपको बताते हैं. सपोज टेल मी व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ मोलर हीट कैपेसिटी. यू कैन से दैट मोलर हीट कैपेसिटी इज इक्वल टू Q डिवाइडेड बाई N इनटू डेल्टा T. ओके, और वी कैन राइट इट एज हीट इज इक्वल टू मोलर हीट कैपेसिटी सिंपली C or Cm into N into delta T. Suppose the number of mole of gas is 1, then Q is equal to Cm or C into delta T. This will be the formula. Okay, now we are talking about two conditions. First, at constant pressure, and second condition is at constant volume. At constant pressure, the heat will be as Qp is equal to, and the molar heat capacity Cm will be written as Cp into delta T. And at constant volume, the heat will be denoted as Qv is equal to, the molar heat capacity will be written as Cv into delta T. Okay, and on the basis of our previous knowledge, we know that Qp will be is equal to change in enthalpy, while the Qv will be is equal to change in internal energy. This is based on our previous knowledge. Okay, so Qp will be is equal to delta H also. Therefore, and Qv will be is equal to delta U. Thus, we get a relation delta H is equal to Cp into delta T, and delta U is equal to Cv into delta T when the number of mole of gases N is equal to 1. Suppose अगर n की वैल्यू कुछ और होती तो यहाँ पे n से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया जाता बस. मीन्स n Cp इंटू डेल्टा टी एंड डेल्टा U इज इक्वल टू n Cv इंटू डेल्टा टी. क्लियर? सो मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट एक्चुअली वी नो डेल्टा H इज इक्वल टू डेल्टा U प्लस P डेल्टा V. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ एंथैल्पी. ओके, we know about this formula. Clear? Now if from ideal gas equation, from ideal gas equation from ideal gas equation we know PV is equal to nRT. Okay, now suppose the number of mole of gas is 1 and pressure is constant, then in initial condition pressure will be P because it is constant, volume V1 is equal to NH1 R, temperature T1. In final condition P, volume V2 R, temperature T2. Then suppose this is equation 1 and this one is equation 2, and subtract equation 2 to equation 1 from equation 2, then we will get P V2 minus V1 is equal to R T2 minus T1. Okay, so P V2 minus V1 will be is equal to delta V is equal to R delta T. Thus it is proved that P delta V is equal to R delta T. So at the place of P delta V we can write R into delta T in this equation. So write it, delta H is equal to delta U plus R delta T. Okay, it is R delta T. Now we know from the previous expressions that delta H is equal to Cp into delta T and delta U is equal to Cv into delta T and R delta T written as such. Okay, now divide the both side by delta T, delta T, delta T, delta T. We know delta T cancelled out here, so we will get what, Cp is equal to Cv plus R. We can rearrange them as Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Suppose means it is proved Cp minus Cv is equal to R if it is asked to prove Cp minus Cv is equal to R. But when it is asked that prove that Cp is greater than Cv, then you can write, conclude from this equation that Cp is greater than Cv, because after the subtraction of Cv from Cp, the left amount is equal to R. Thus Cp is greater than Cv. डेफिनेटली भाई Cp बड़ा है ना Cv से, तभी तो Cp से Cv को माइनस करने पे भी R बच जा रहा है, तो बड़े में से छोटे को माइनस करने पे तो R बचेगा. R इज पॉजिटिव वैल्यू है ना, द वैल्यू ऑफ R इज ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव. तो अगर किसी में से किसी को माइनस करने पे कोई पॉजिटिव वैल्यू आ रही है, देन डेफिनेटली द फर्स्ट वन इज ग्रेटर एंड द लेटर वन इज स्मॉलर. ओके, सो वी कैन कंक्लूड फ्रॉम दिस इक्वेशन दैट Cp is greater than Cv. Okay, so this is the answer for your questions. All these three questions have the same explanation or the same solution. Okay, now you can I think it is clear. Now you can note it down. So first of all, write question prove that Cp minus Cv is equal to R, or you can be asked like this, what is the relation between Cp and Cv, or prove that Cp is greater than Cv. Now come to the solution point. Okay, first of all, what is Cp and Cv? Okay, so molar heat capacity at constant volume is denoted as Cv, while the molar heat capacity at constant pressure is denoted as Cp. First of all, it is clear what is the meaning of Cp and Cv. We know from the formula of molar heat capacity. From the formula of molar heat capacity, what we will get? C is equal to Q divided by N delta T for 1 mole of gas. For 1 mole of gas, the formula will be like C divided by C is equal to Q divided by delta T, okay, or Q is equal to C into delta T when the number of mole of gas is 1. Okay, now at constant pressure, QP, it will be like QP is equal to Cp into delta T, and we know Qp is equal to delta H. Okay, similarly at constant volume, QV is equal to Cv into delta T is equal to delta U. So we have new relation like this: Cp into delta T is equal to delta H, and Cv into delta T is equal to delta U when the number of mole of gas is equal to 1. अगर नंबर ऑफ मोल ऑफ गैस इज इक्वल टू 1 नहीं होगा तो यहाँ पे n और यहाँ पे n रहेगा, ये आपको पता है, बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. नाउ फ्रॉम द फॉर्मूला ऑफ enthalpy change, we have delta H is equal to delta U plus P delta V. Okay, now come to the part for 1 mole of ideal gas at constant pressure, for the 1 mole of ideal gas, PV1 is equal to RT1. This is initial state, and PV2 is equal to RT2. This one is final state. Okay, and or we can write P V2 minus V1 is equal to R T2 minus T1, or P delta V is equal to R delta T. Put the value of P delta V in enthalpy change equation, in this equation. So on putting the value of P into delta V in enthalpy change equation, we get delta H is equal to delta U plus P delta V. Sorry, not P delta V, this will be R delta T. Now put the value of delta H and delta V U we have what? Here we will have Cp into delta T. Here Cv into delta T and plus R into delta T. Clear? Now divide both sides. Divide both sides by delta T. We will get Cp into delta T is equal to Cv into delta T plus R delta T. Divide both sides by delta T. So delta T here, delta T and delta T. Delta T, delta T and delta T. They will be cancelled out and we will be left with Cp is equal to Cv plus R, okay, or Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Proved. Now we can conclude. Now we can conclude that Cp is greater than Cv, because when we subtract Cv from Cp, then we are left with R, which is a positive value. Therefore Cp is greater than Cv. Okay, I think this is clear to all of you. Now there is one more question sometime asked. Okay, you can write. First of all, try to understand what is the meaning of this. When there is a gas, suppose there is a gas and we calculate both Cp and Cv for that particular gas, and we try to find out the ratio of Cp and Cv for that gas. This ratio is known as gamma. Okay, and what gamma tells about the gas? Okay, the gamma tells about the gas the property, that is atmosity. Means gamma tells about the atmosity of the gas. Now first of all, you must be familiar about the term atmosity. What is the meaning of atmosity? Atmosity is the number of atoms present in a gas molecule. Number of atoms present in a gas molecule. Suppose gas molecule of helium like this, gas molecule of oxygen like this, or nitrogen like this, gas molecule of sulfur dioxide or CO2 or oxygen. Okay, so here the number of atoms present in a single molecule of the gas is one atom. Therefore it is monoatomic gas. It is monoatomic gas. It is monoatomic gas. Here there are two atoms present in a single molecule, means number of atoms is 2 in a molecule. Therefore it is diatomic. Therefore it is diatomic gas. While in this case number of atoms present in a molecule are 3. Therefore this is triatomic gas, means atmosity is 1, 2 or 3. So the value of gamma tells about the atmosity of gas molecule, means number of atoms present in a molecule of the gas. Okay, so you can write it. So you can write by mentioning note the ratio of, so write the ratio of Cp and Cv. The ratio of Cp and Cv is known as gamma. Is known as gamma. Okay, and it tells about the nature, the atmosity of, tells about the atmosity of gas molecule. Okay, gas molecule. There are for monoatomic gas. For monoatomic gas, Cp divided by Cv is equal to gamma is equal to 1.66. The value of gamma will be 1.66. For diatomic gas, Cp by Cv is equal to gamma is equal to 1.40. Okay, so the value of gamma 1.40, then the atomicity of the gas molecule will be 2. Okay, and in similar manner for triatomic gas, Cp divided by Cv is equal to gamma is equal to 1.33. Means when the value of gamma is 1.33, then the atmosity of the gas will be 3. Okay, so we can conclude that about the atmosity of the gas molecule just by seeing the value of gamma, which is the ratio which is obtained by the from the ratio of Cp and Cv. Okay, in the next video we will discuss about the types of enthalpy. Okay, the chapter or the topic enthalpy is not over yet. Okay, so we will discuss about the types of enthalpy, which is I think minimum 2 class, which will require minimum 2 video lectures for the completion of types of enthalpy. Okay, so that will be the topic of next video.